Come in, Clubbers A, and today we got Shimmy Reviews. Mark Grayson gets obliterated by Conquest. Hands were thrown, people were getting beat up. It was gruesome. Let's get into it.
It's time for the finale. It's time for the, you know what? No long talks. Log the in and subscribe, and let's get into it. So boom, if you don't remember last episode, KSI brought a bunch of Mark.
that's how we stuck as the Big Four. Okay.
Variants to destroy the world. And after they somehow get out of that, Conquest pulls up on smoke, ready to fight.
Can we talk about how this was a justified crash out from Mark? Because think about it. You spent all this time fighting off evil U's, right? They're all gone. They're all defeated. Your biggest op gets away though. You get shot by some dumb villain, and then a Vulture Mark shows up. As you clean it, see, like, okay. Just off a crash out, I'm just saying.
So boom, they go at it, shattering buildings. Then Conquest headbutts Mark and takes him down to the ground. Now on the ground, Conquest is like, at this point that baddie Anissa would be telling you you're a dumbass for trying to resist. But me, nah, I want you to resist.
Nah, facts, like bro was on that, hey, y'all seen the video from SJ9K, it was old when he said, niggas think I'm fighting to save the day. Bro, gotta start the fight, but like, that's really what he is on. Bro's literally he's the Kenpachi of the Invincible verse. Bro's just one hands. He's the Saitama of the Invincible verse without the Saitama powers. Bro just wants to challenge. Like, bro just wants to fight.
I love when I think he can fight me. He can scrap with me. I don't want to save you or this planet. I just want to crash out. Nah, being a crash out at that age is actually outrageous. You gotta stop at something.
Diabolical.
And Mark gets him off and goes back in and just takes him through a bunch of buildings.
Not for long.
Conquest picks up Mark by the hand and says, I want more. Now Mark kicks him off and goes in and starts beating him. Like the man.
He skipped the combo? He skipped the so basically Mark did this whole clean ass combo on Conquest. You know, he was giving the hands, the Mickey Monkas. He grabbed him, kneed him, threw him up. He flew up, and then he hit a loop-to-loop in the sky to rear back and fly back up to, boom, into the atmosphere, into space. Like, that whole combo was so clean, so mad he didn't show that back.
And punches him all the way to outer space to visit Elon and them. But Conquest is just smiling, and he turns his blood into a heart.
That was very zesty.
What type of freak shit is he on?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro was on Diddy time a little bit. Like, this scene, and a later scene, kind of gave some Diddy energy. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, bro was kind of.
So he goes straight at Mark and takes him all the way back into Earth's atmosphere. But Mark hits him off and says, nigga, you think you can beat me? I know this look ain't talking to me right now. This is the same kid who almost lost to a dragon. There's no way he's chatting to me. Now,
Mark
back at the Grayson's house,
the whole fight.
Mom, this bitch, and Oliver are just...
Why you call Paul a bitch, bro? What did Paul do, bro?
Just watching him get packed up in 4K quality on the TV. And you already know, when this bro is in trouble, Oliver's crash out senses start to tingle.
Hey, that's fam, bro. That's
ready to go help Mark.
You gotta do that.
Mark's mom even knows she can't even stop the crash out this time because it's a valid one.
It's a valid crash out. That's family.
I'm not gonna lie, I hate this guy with my whole life. Now when Invincible wakes up, and he's like, damn, where did all the snow bunnies go? He realizes, nah, he's just fighting this old man. And then Conquest comes playing Fetty Wap on the JBL. And
Fetty Wap? I mean, I guess, but personally, I think bro been playing King Von, Pooh Shiesty on the beat. I don't think he's zesty, but I don't think he didn't play Fetty Wap.
He goes straight through Mark, but luckily Crash Out is there to help, but he can't even catch up to them.
Yeah,
damn,
facts.
Bro's getting beat up at super speed. Like Mark is just getting ragdolled at this point. Like damn, Mark. But Conquest is still coming. But Mark's had enough. He puts his hand up and he says, can we just chill?
Which is a valid. Bro was like, hey, bro, can we just, like, relax? Granted, it didn't work. Like I said, bro's got naked Pachi, so kept beating his ass anyways. But
listen, I know a grandma and a granddaughter we can go on a rude, dirty two-man with.
That's a diabolical sentence you just said. But anyway, Conquest is like a old, buff Hisoka. I ain't gonna hold you. This man's weird.
Conquest just grabs him. Are you crazy? Are you a bitch? Lock in and fight. Now Oliver comes in and gives him a rude punch.
I ain't gonna lie, that Shoryuken was nasty.
So now Mark finally got his backup, and Oliver tries to go in again, trying to hit him.
The
But
Baki
Conquest
scene.
just
Ooh,
slaps the man
right.
on the ground like he's a bug, and he
Yeah.
just grabs.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't know why his mom sent Oliver here. Because sending Oliver to fight Conquest to help Mark was basically like Nightwing getting absolutely pieced up by Slade, and then Batman decides to send Damian. Like, why would you send Damian to go help Nightwing fight Slade? Like that's basically what she did. Sent the kid Robin to go fight Slade to help the more adult Robin, and it's like that doesn't make any sense. Like you should have stayed home, big guy. I ain't hold you.
Oliver. Now Mark's not gonna let nothing happen to his little bro, so he comes and
Of course.
hits Conquest. Yeah, those are some real riders right there. I respect it. But Conquest starts running and he goes straight
He
through
was oil
Mark
farming.
again.
Bro ran slow.
And
Just
Mark
speed
gets
up.
pissed and headbutts him. Then he starts giving him some rude combos.
It's
Like I think that one was a Whopper, the other one was a Big Mac combo. That's how crazy they were. But Conquest is just taking all of them. Is that all you got? Now we move to
also, he kind of skipped the part where he almost ripped Oliver in half, like paper. Like string cheese. Like we got a sandwich with some food. If you want a piece, you break it apart. He almost did that to Oliver, but
Pentagon, and Cecil's like, damn, can we get one of these Robo Marks up ready to fight? They're like, twin, we're gonna need at least 2 weeks. Brother, we don't have 2 weeks, we have maybe 2 hours.
or 2 minutes
Didn't
for
I have
real.
30 minutes? 30 minutes.
So yeah, they're cooked. Basically, at this point in the story, I would take my ship and fly away because we're cooked. We're done.
Not factory
Now
done.
finally, Eve wakes up after getting
Hey.
beat up by alternate Mark.
Bro, Eve was throwing crazy combos, bro. I ain't see Eve fight like that since her own movie, like the old episode they made for her with her like actual family. I didn't see her fight. Like, I missed that. I was so mad when I seen that because I realized, okay, wait, if Eve was fighting like this as a kid, why is she fighting so boring as an adult? And it made me mad.
And she looks on the news and she sees her man getting the brakes beat off him. So she suits
Left,
up
right, good
quick
night.
because she's not gonna let that happen for too long. Side note, I don't know how these two, specifically him, how the fuck did they make Eve? This shit is
Okay, so he didn't watch the her personal, her personal little episode movie. Because basically what happened was those aren't her parents, all right? Basically, she had a whole different family in like a science lab where basically her real mother died giving birth to her, and like basically it's a lot to explain, but all you really need to know is that she was born due to an experiment. Basically, they were experimenting on a lady and her baby, and then gave her powers, and then she gave birth in the hospital, but she died in the hospital, and the family she has now, their baby was stillborn, so the person who was watching over Eve's mom and her while she was in the womb gave her to that family so she could live a normal life, and he spent years sabotaging the people's in the lab's plans. But I ain't gonna lie, if you really want to know the full thing, if you don't know, which I don't know why you don't, go watch it. Go to Prime Video or whatever you're watching on, and then go to Visible. Her episode thing movie, I forgot what it was, should be in there. But anyway, I'm off topic.
It's outrageous. She must have cheated or something, because there's no way. Now, back to the spanking Mark's been getting. It's actually getting bad now. Like, I actually feel bad for him. If I
Oh, yeah,
could
he
go in
getting
there and try to
dragged.
help him, I would. This Conquest guy is literally getting mad because the fight's too easy for him. He
Like,
wants
bro, what
more
you
of
want
a
him to do, bro?
challenge. And he grabs Mark and he
Like, never mind.
says,
Go.
you know your pops? He was a real guy when he was younger, but he's dead now. Dead as hell.
Crazy.
Don't worry though, you're gonna see him soon. And then the crash out comes back and 2 foot Conquest in the face. Oliver, brother, you gotta get out of here. This man, you can't deal with him. And Conquest says he's gonna
this
eat
part.
Oliver's heart. Nah, see, listen, I know you gotta be a villain, but that's just too much. What are you doing eating hearts? You don't even need that.
Right.
But now, he's after Oliver because this is the second time a random person has interfered in his spanking. So he goes up to Mark, slaps him to the side, and says, "Chill there, little bro."
Yeah, I ain't gonna
And
lie.
he punches Oliver, and Oliver just
He
loses
really bitch
all
slapped him.
his
That's crazy.
teeth. Damn.
I forgot
Then he
about
picks
that.
Oliver up and gets ready to
Oh, you didn't
split
skip
him in
it.
half.
Okay, I was wrong because I thought before that was the scene where earlier when Oliver came in. I forgot that this is the scene. So he did skip the scene. My fault. My fault, bro. I thought you skipped it. I thought you skipped it. My fault.
Yeah, the man is actually wild. But Mark is not gonna let
Like,
that
that's
slide.
insane. And he's
He can't
slowly
lose his
doing
little
it,
bro.
too.
So he grabs
He's like describing the whole entire thing, which is insane. Like he's describing what like he's talking to Oliver. So he's like, the more I do this, at first it's like your joints, then your muscles, and then eventually your skin starts to tear with it. And he was explaining the whole process, bro. It was insane.
Conquest again, but he just comes back and punches Mark. But Mark was ready this time. He hits him with the full counter.
Who did?
Now, Conquest takes Mark through the water.
Hello, how are you? I am under the water.
And he says, "You know what?
Yeah,
I
it
got
kinda just
something
fast
for you.
forward.
You're gonna like this one."
Ooh. Yeah, it kind of fast forwarded to that. We don't know what happened in between that sequence. They literally just fast forwarded to the water scene. And yeah, Omni-Man Part 2. Yeah. A-Train Part 2.
And he makes Mark take out the baddies at the beach. Nah, this was too far. This was uncalled for. But now
Devious
he's
work.
just going through people, going through buildings. I know he's getting
Cities,
PTSD
too.
of the spanking he got from his pops.
Right. Belt
So
to
it's
ass.
looking grim again. But now Eve joins. We got a new challenger. Leave my nigga alone, you old ass bitch.
Oh, yeah.
Now Mark tries to distract him because he doesn't want his girl fighting, especially after she just got beat up. But Conquest just chops his leg.
that was insane.
So now it's Eve's turn, and she goes and puts on some.
Now, I'm not gonna lie. This was tough. Because how she was fighting him was basically the same way she was fighting as a kid. I'm so glad they brought this Eve back. And this Eve had hands. I'm so tired of seeing blasts and barriers, and that's it. This is tough. She's tough. The outfit, kind of Power Ranger-ish, but I'll give you a pass because it was hype.
New armor. Can't lie, this shit's kind of cold.
He got that shit on though.
And Conquest goes in to fight, but he can't even get close to her because basically she went to Jujutsu Kaisen and got Gojo's Limitless, and now she's just smacking.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. She was really using the force for real by making the air heavy. But
Bro around with hammers like this.
look
shit's
at the
getting crazy.
combos.
But he says, "You're starting to breathe a little heavy there. How long can you keep this up?" But she ain't done yet. She keeps
Combos.
smashing him over and over and over. She's actually putting in a lot of work.
A lot of pain.
100%, she beats the brakes off Immortal.
Oh,
I don't
facts,
care.
for sure.
You know what?
For
Rex
sure.
is beating the brakes off Immortal. I'm beating the brakes off
All
Immortal.
right, chill out. All right, chill out.
Conquest keeps
Break
going
it down.
and going, and eventually he gets to Eve. Then he gives her a rude punch to her face and then goes right through her stomach, and she falls. Mark catches her, and he just sees his gal hitting
Made
the
her,
Toji.
made her ace, bro. Made her ace, bro. Straight donut, bro. That's crazy, bro. Straight Guitaro. Insane, bro.
And whole
They're
time,
gruesome
Conquest
in
is
this
just
show.
watching them,
But I
and
love
he
it.
tastes her blood. Is this man okay?
Man,
hey,
freaky.
I'm gonna just tell you
Freaky
now,
frog.
the bitch is dying. If you want to tell her something, tell her before she dies. You took too long. Bitch is dead now. You know what?
That's really how it
Thank you,
was, too.
Youngblood. I always gotta follow all these rules on Viltrum. But here they told me, do whatever you want, toy
Yeah.
and go have fun.
Basically,
Kill
you told them to
someone,
crash
fight
out.
someone, we don't care, do whatever you want. So I just wanna say, I'm just happy right now. But Mark says, don't worry, old man. You're not gonna be happy for long. I'm going to kill you.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. They basically told him to crash out, and he was happy about that. But Mark dropped one of the hardest. Mark had some of the hardest lines in the Invincible in this one episode. This scene right here was about the coldest. Bro said, I can see the future. You don't listen to see tomorrow. I was like, who he feeling like, bro? Bro, talking. Who he feeling
You
like?
took my bitch, I'm taking your life. Little boy, you think you can threaten me after I did this to you and your gal? You couldn't even ride out for your gal and you think you can fight me? So they go in and do a super punch. Mark breaks his arm, but Conquest breaks his robot arm. But now they keep fighting, and Conquest tries to get him with a king grab. If you know, you know. But
Man,
Mark
King
is
is
on
an
devious
annoying-
timing. He just lost his gal, so he bites the
I play Lily, by the way, so that kind of make. Never mind, I ain't talking about it. But yeah, he really did take a bite out of this man like Pickle from Baki. Bro really took a whole chunk out of him, which is kind of crazy.
The man's shoulder, yeah, bro was pissed. But in the back, something
Valid crash
happens
out.
to Eve and she wakes up and gets some next power. But Mark is literally beating the brakes off, bro. Punch
Nigga.
after punch after punch. But then he looks back and sees Eve. But then Conquest grabs him and says, boy, where are you looking? Then he whispers in his ears and says, no one wants to be my friend. Nah, no way this old man is struggling with friends at his big.
Basically, Conquest was basically explaining to Mark that he had no friends because the other Vulturites were so scared of him. So they just kept sending him on quests, and the more quests he did, the more places he conquered, the more his own kind infuriated him, which is why he's so lonely. And I just find it funny because he literally said that he was suffering from success, and all I could think about was the meme. And like even then, so this scene was both cold and funny at the same time because if you know the meme, what he said was kind of funny. But anyway,
Big age. Grow the up, bro.
Conquest
And he
suffering
literally
from
starts
success.
venting to Mark about all his problems. Like, do they not have a therapist on Viltrum?
No, of
like,
course
what's
not.
going on? The man needs someone to talk to. Now, after telling him all his secrets, he says, you gotta die now. So he gets ready to kill Mark.
Except
But Eve
Eve.
comes and she hits him with a blast. And
So
then,
basically, if like I said, if y'all don't know what this is her full power. She can only use this during traumatic experiences because the people who made her, like, basically blocked a part of her brain that allows her to affect living matter. So that's why she can only use like inanimate objects. But at her full power, she can affect flesh and stuff like that too. So she's broken for real. This is how she looks when she's at full powers. She cooked this man. Barbecue chicken on him.
and she
Fire.
falls to the ground, and so does Conquest. Now, you think they won after that, right? He shouldn't get up.
Wrong.
No, Conquest ain't going out like that. He gets up like he's the Undertaker.
Right.
How the fuck did he not die?
And he says, I'm making sure she's dying now. But
Crashed
Mark
out.
ain't gonna let his gal die twice. So he starts beating him over and over
Hey,
and over.
hey,
But Conquest ain't going for it. He just breaks Mark's hand. But Mark is in crash out mode. He starts head.
Nah, he skipped the dialogue because he said, "I still got enough fighting me," and Mark dropped back with, "Not nearly enough to hit." He started headbutting him. Bro, Mark, hey, bro, Crash Out Mark a demon. Crash Out Mark got the toughest lines, bro. I'm
Headbutting him
telling you.
over and over. Ain't this what you wanted, old man? And he keeps going over and over. Yeah, this whole race is
Bro, see, I
crazy.
take-
And after
Bro, Conquest replied back to that way. I take the good with the bad. Just trolling this man, and he made Mark more mad.
that, this is how Conquest's face looks. And now Mark calls over to
That's
his
crazy.
shorty and he's like,
But accurate.
I know we just went through all of that, but I'm trying to. Now, they finally defeat Conquest, and Mark wakes up, and we learn Eve has the power to basically remake her whole body and manipulate sentient matter.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but basically she's broken. That's
Yeah.
all I know. Now Cecil goes to Mark, and he's like, Twin, how you doing? I know you just woke. Where is Conquest? What do you mean? He's dead. You know and I know I don't believe you.
Right.
Show me his body.
Right.
So Cecil
Where the
goes and
body
shows
at?
Mark his body, and he's like, burn it?
Right. Put him in a pack. Literally smoke him up. Literally. Literally. I agree with Mark. So when I seen Cecil didn't burn the body, I was like, yeah, he's stupid.
Put a stake in it, put silver in it, holy water, anything.
Anything.
Make sure that guy is dead.
Dead,
now
dead.
we have the saddest moment in
6 feet.
Invincible.
Nah,
we
fuck
have the
6 feet.
funeral for
60
Rex.
feet.
And you know Bulletproof had to come with the
Gotta
freshest
go.
braid up for this.
I'm tired of the bitch. I did that cheap. Believe me.
And Robot gives his little speech and
That
he
boy
says he's
funny for
gonna
that.
change his name to Rex. Like, dog, you are not Rex. Don't ruin the man's name, bro.
Yeah, that was
Now,
weird. I ain't
Eve
gonna
goes
hold
up
you.
on the
That was
stand too
strange.
and she starts bawling her eyes out. I'm not gonna lie, if I was Mark, I would be looking at her a little sideways because. And then she's out here telling Mark how much she loved Rex. Like, all right, bro, the man, like that's crazy. But after that, Mark and Eve get.
Right.
Now we go.
I ain't
into
gonna
this-
lie, he got some victory cheeks, bro. I ain't gonna lie. But I ain't gonna lie, if I was Rex, I'd be kind of like, so y'all, right after the wedding, about to say wedding, right after my funeral, that's kind of crazy. But hey, Mark got some. Good for Rex. Well, I mean, I'm not talking right. Good for Mark. But for Rex, he's about to like, so y'all just go smash right after my funeral. Like y'all couldn't wait the day after. Y'all just, you know, it is what it
the
is.
sewers and we see the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We actually see Master Splinter. I lied. It's actually these weird monster things.
Yeah, it's
They're
the
getting ready
break
to do
control
something
thing
devious.
from Mars.
Somewhere in space, we see King Von curled up after he destroyed the Viltrum.
Nah, facts.
And these
Facts.
aliens decide to take him into their ship.
About to be
They don't
crazy.
even know what they just did. And he literally opens his eyes and says more. Now, KSI is back and he gets his brand new arm. Let me ask you, do you
I'll see you out of trouble. Basically, at the end of the episode, they showed the multiple threats that they're going to have Mark or the Guardians face. That's basically what they did, which is pretty cool. And they showed something that wasn't in the comic, which is Dark Blood, about to summon Mark to L to help them with something, which wasn't part of the original comics, which is interesting.
You think Conquest is dead? Of course not. Of course Cecil has him locked up underground somewhere. Like, bro, like you and me, we both know Conquest is going to break out of there. Let's just keep it a buck. Then we also see these demons plotting on conjuring someone so this one can take over his body. I don't know who they're talking about, but why do I feel like it's Mark or somebody like that?
They literally said the strongest hero or human, something like that on Earth. They're talking about Mark.
Yeah, that is the end of Invincible Season 3.
Alright, man, I'm gonna get up out of here then. But yeah, I'm just that episode was tough, bro. Shout out Shammy. You guys, as always, link down below. Like, subscribe, all that. If y'all enjoyed, then hey, I'm glad. Peace.